Well, we got moved up north to our last field of beans. Everything's dried out good. I got a hopper already. Grandpa should be getting a hopper here pretty quick. We decided to get started on this part of the field because it's a good open spot. Got some end rows picked off, and we're just cutting as much as we can this evening. Instead of worrying about terraces, we just figured we'd get on parts we can get in there and just get them cut. Then tomorrow we can worry about terraces. Just get as much cut right off start as we can, and we'll be a little farther ahead. We gotta cut the terraces regardless, but just figured while we can make a good run at it, we might as well get as much done as we can. So decided that was the way to go. So pull the semi out in the field to get dumped, then keep on rolling. Well, back in the bean field this morning. We got a pretty decent little bit of this field cut yesterday afternoon. Filled the Peterbilt up. Taking the Freightliner back now to the other side of these terraces here, because the field's solid, so we can get trucks in and out of here and ain't got to worry about running a cart. A lot of guys don't like doing that, but there's really no harm to it because this is going to be worked ground anyway, so who cares. But anyway, getting the truck moved back here. I'm going to take the Peterbilt off. Grandpa's going to start cutting and start filling this truck up. These beans aren't doing all that great because part of them had to be replanted because it's too wet when we planted it the first time. The whole field wasn't a loss, but there was one spot in particular it had to be replanted because there wasn't nothing else that could have been done with it. So just bringing this truck back here. When I get back, I'll start in and cutting all this up here. We'll get her whooped today and hopefully be on corn tomorrow. As you can see, spots like this, we've had a lot of them in this field due to the ground being too wet when it was planted. So this whole part right here was replanted. There's still some beans that did come up, but the majority of them are the replant beans, and they ain't amounting to all too much because at the time they were planted it wasn't going to work out. Plus, as wet as it was, they kind of had some wet feet, so just part of it. But this is the only field that turned out this way, so at least it wasn't all of our beans. Most of them did pretty decent, so just a partial loss, I guess. The field ain't gonna average out too great, but it is what it is. It means next year we got to try for a hell of a corn crop, which this farm will do it. It is a good farm, just the odds weren't in our favor with this farm this year. This is part of it. We're getting her whittled down. She's got this little bit here, then that little bit right there. Grandpa's got about 3 acres over there to cut, then beans will be done. We also got that little bit across the road at the bottoms over on Garl. Forgot about those, but we'll slip over there and get them cut real quick. Everything we got left should fit on the Freightliner pretty easy, so that should work out. And it's time to switch both combines over to corn, and I don't know whether we'll get any. Well, it's possible we'll get some corn picked yet this evening. At least kind of get things opened up a little bit. And tomorrow we'll hit it hard and should be able to get a good chunk of DeWitts knocked out. Then Thursday we can finish it up and get moved to Benjamin and get a good chunk of it. We should have it done come Friday evening or Saturday morning. They're calling for rain all day Saturday, so we'll see how that works out. But yeah, we're getting her whittled down here. Should be by middle to end of next week be completely done. We'll just have to see how the weather treats us. Well, got this field finished up. I walked down there, got the Freightliner, brought it up here, and I got almost full hopper on the combine to dump in here. Then Grandpa will have a hopper to dump when he gets back over here with his combine. Then get the grain heads taken off and put the corn heads on, because both of them are up here. We got the 1083. It's been up here since last fall because we didn't take it home because we didn't need it. We're just going to put it on the 2388. Grandpa's going to use that one to kind of open things up a little bit, and put the 22.8 on this one. And we're going to run with 2 combines. Trucks won't be able to keep up if we run them both hard, but he's just going to have that second combine. That way he can kind of open things up. That way we can get rolling and get the fields out as quick as possible. I'm going to bring the grain cart up, I'm sure, because probably we're going to need it on Benjamin more than likely, because it's going to end up raining before we get down there. Either that or it's going to rain while we're there. And I really don't want to take semis down the bottoms because that's stock ground. I don't want to run the trucks all the way through the field, but we'll see how it works out. But yeah, bean harvest is done. Feels pretty good. Well, I drove my own truck up here today because I had things I had to do this morning. Had to run by Grandpa Bronstein's, drop off some sweet potatoes I got from a buddy. Run up to Logan Ag up there at Monticello and grab a salt block for the deer, because I'm going to attempt to go deer hunting this year. It means we're going to be done in time. But I've got this head trailer with my truck, and we'll get the other one with the Duramax. And we'll probably end up just pulling both heads home, because it means we're done with them. Take them home, blow them off, and we can put them away in the shed. At least we're going to attempt to do that. We'll see how everything works out. See, it just depends on how late we shell corn.
Just before warning in case you get a land.